And this is where the magic happens. Not that kind of magic, but this kind of magic.
On your left.
Fucking
Car either side,
arsehole.
clear right. Car on your right.
Welcome to my sim rig tour. Now, I have upgraded this sim rig recently, and I just thought I'd show you what my setup is. So let's start off with the rig itself. So this is a GT Omega Prime Lite, which I got probably about a year ago now. So this has been my main rig for wheels, seat and pedals of the like. It's a 80x40 aluminium profile, so it's been doing really well, and especially more so with the direct drive wheelbase on it. Not had any issues with that. I would like to upgrade the seat though, as it's not very comfy for long races, and it does get a little bit uncomfortable. Could do with a little bit more lumbar support, but hey ho, it's been doing alright. It's good. So this is my newest upgrade to the rig, the wheel and pedals. So I've recently purchased the Moza R16 direct drive wheelbase and a RS V2 wheel. I do also have another wheel, which is the GS V2 for the GT style racing or formula or whatever I wish to do, LMP or anything. But I mainly use this one at the moment, especially with touring cars and other bits and pieces. So I'll come on to the pedals in a bit, but yeah, this wheel's been really great. Well, I've only had it for about a month, but as a step up from a belt driven thrustmaster wheel, it is pretty crazy the difference. So yeah, it's took a little bit of getting used to, still messing around and tweaking settings, but it's definitely worthwhile the upgrade, as you can feel so much more on the road, through the car, through the wheel. So yeah, that's biggest and probably most expensive upgrade of the rig so far. So these are the pedals. I'm running a 2-pedal setup. I rarely use clutch, and both the wheels that I've purchased from Moza have clutch paddles anyway, so if I do really want to use a clutch, there they are on the wheel, but I'm not bothering with a pedal. I just rarely ever used it on the old setup, so I just thought there's no point spending the money for an extra pedal that I'm rarely going to use. So anyway, these are Simnet pedals. These are a Chinese firm, I think, and it was recently reviewed by Sim Racing Corner, and I was very intrigued because they have haptic motors. You don't have to get them with haptic motors, you can get them just pedals alone, but the price for these compared to, say, the SimMagic P1000s, I think it is, with the haptic motors on, is just so much cheaper. And well, I have not tested the SimMagics, but I would say that these are pretty much just as good. There's just one feature that I wish I would be able to do with them, and that is have variable frequency input to basically give the rumble, the vibrations, a little bit of a different feeling for different types, because obviously these are run through these are run through SimHub, and I've noticed that recently the SimMagic P1000s have had an update through SimHub that allows you to have variable frequency input to the motors, which I would like to see on this. I don't see why it shouldn't be possible, mainly because you can adjust the frequency in the app for these anyway, so it is doable. Whether it's doable on the fly is a different thing, so hopefully that would be nice to see. But other than that, they do give a punchy input under the feet. These are the linear haptic motors. There's 3 different types. There's linear and 2 other ones out which I can't remember. So yeah, so that's that. It's got a nice little heel plate. I'm also running triple springs for the brake on the load cell. No elastomers around here, just all springs, which is nice and familiar for me coming from the old setup. So let's move on to the PCs, the computers. Yeah, that's right. I am running a 2 PC setup. Mainly, well, not mainly, but one for gaming, one for racing, and the other one for recording, which is on my left monitor here. So the PCs are just behind here. The black one's for racing, the white one's for recording. So in here, I can't remember what CPU or which generation it is, but it's an i7. Like I say, I probably got this during COVID, so it's probably, I don't know, 11th gen or something. I'll have to check that up. But it's got an RTX 3070 Ti in it, which holds up pretty well for VR racing and other types of racing. It's got 32 gigs of RAM and then just numerous amounts of storage for video recording. And then this one over here, this one actually has the original GPU in that this one came with. So that is, I think it's an i5, again I can't remember what generation, but it's got an RTX 2060 in it and it does just fine for recording. It records 2K, 60 frames per second and can stream at the same time at that resolution. So yeah, they're my computers. I've not touched them or upgraded them for, I don't know, I think I built that one about 2 years ago, so, and that one I had about a year or 2 before, so yeah, about 4 years, 2 years, so yeah, they're doing really well. I would like to upgrade the GPU and CPU, but that's a whole other ball game that really, so I have to change the motherboard and everything, so yeah, anyway, and everything's all supported by arms off the desk, etc, etc. So accessories on the rig, I've got a little tablet there just mounted, which I use for like controlling OBS and sound and stuff like that, mainly OBS, so it doesn't really get used for much because I race in VR, so I don't need any so I don't need any HUD displayed or anything. That's also Quest 2, which I would like to upgrade to a Quest 3 or maybe 3S. I'm not sure yet. I don't think I really need the resolution boost because the resolution's actually not too bad in there, especially for racing, and if I pump it up too much, the computer's going to be struggling, I think. So maybe the Quest 3, something a little bit lighter, a bit more comfortable to race in for longer periods of time. So yeah, and then obviously a cup holder. You've got to have a cup holder for the cup of tea. Lovely cup of tea. And then I've just got a little tray here for keyboards and storage bits and bats. And obviously my gloves as well, Napa Racing gloves, which I got from BTCC last year when I was at Alton Park. And then there's some bits and pieces behind me. Also a Napa Racing jacket and a big map with different tracks on across the world. I've probably raced on most of these, but I think there's still a good handful that I haven't raced on. So that's that then. Yeah, that's my sim. This is where the magic happens. Yeah, I really like my rig at the moment. It's definitely much better with the direct drive wheel and the pedals as well, like having a load cell pedal, brake pedal, and the haptic motors on them are really, really good. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the rig, you want to know anything, any details or any, I don't know, prices or something like that, then do drop a comment in the drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll endeavour to answer everything. But yeah, that's this is what I race on. This is where I enjoy my time doing online races. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. And if you want to subscribe as well for future races or racing videos and etc, other bits and pieces that I post, just drop a sub. That'd be nice. That'd be great. See you in the next one.